Greetings again, everyone. Nice to meet you, Righteous here. And so, as I said for the thumbnail and the name, I love the games The Last Day on Earth, but I need to say these words. But before I said that, let me give my opinion about this game and my experience about playing these games. So anyway, why not let's start. So first things first, when I play this game, when the game starts or release it at May, I started playing this at July, so around 2 months of the releasing of this game. So I am one of those old gamers. As of now, I've been playing it, trying to get everything and trying to complete what I need to complete, like ATV. In the past, when they released the ATV vesicles, it is one of my most hardest to complete. It takes a lot of years, I think around 2 years or 1 years before I managed to assemble the ATV. It is one of the best and the most excitement I am once I manage to assemble it. Yes. But when I know that the only thing you can do in the ATV vehicle, if you manage to assemble it, and the only place you can go and unlock it is the swamp, and there's nothing else there, only farming some ash trees, I get bored. And I don't like to farm that a lot, to be honest. At the start of the game, I started to love farming because it has a I like farming here. I farming some woods, some a rocks and some iron ore. It is one of my most excitements, and even clearing the bunker alpha when I tried to clear it for the first time, I got scared. There is those are blobs that in the second floor when you are first entering the bunker alpha. You thought that those things will scare you, will kill you immediately, but no, those are just making you slow when you are trying to pass those rooms. So when I started playing or started to clear the bunker alpha for the first time, I really get scared. I also bring a lot of guns there, even miniguns and AK. And in the past, by the way, there is no modifications. They already modded. So once you get some guns, it is just a random modification, and if you can manage to get acquired some weapons with fully modded, it is one of your the best guns that you manage to acquire. So that's why it is really the best time at that time when the modification is still not yet released. But hey, at least when they release the modification, it is also the best thing that they also release, because it is now easier to clear every locations that you can clear. But here's the things that I don't like. When you are already at the end of the games, like me, it's really struggle to me to farming some settlements and doing some laboratory, because only those two things that I need to do now, and it gets boring and boring and boring, because you need to do it over and over again. Farming some guns for laboratory, farming some resources for the settlements. Yes, it's really kind of boring, because that is the end game of the game of these, by the way. It is the settlements, the expeditions, and as of now, I am not yet at the ends of the expeditions. So what can I say about this game is that the updates. The only problem is that they take it at least 6 months to 8 months before another updates will come, and we already know that those kind of update is just a temporary events, just like yesterday or the last week's events, the Hunter Instinct. Those are just an example. We thought that it is a permanent one, but it is not. They also said that they're gonna release a roadmap in this year, but we don't know when is that. But the only thing we know is that they're gonna release a roadmap. But sadly, I don't have any high expectations or hope for the games if they release some roadmaps, because in the end, what we get is just a temporary one. And if they release an update or a permanent one, they just gonna nerf it again. By the way, every time they release a permanent update, they always nerf it again and again every time the players adapt to the events. So that's why if we manage to get some acquired lots of item or resources in that event, they gonna nerf it against. They don't want us to get more resources, but that's how they things works. They don't want to get everything's done immediately. They want to make it slowly but surely that way so that we can't get bored easily. I like it. I support that because that should be the game. But the only problem is that the update is kind of slow. It takes a lot of 6 months, a month, or 8 months, or even a year. That's already too long. So that's why I don't want to play this game anymore. I'm really getting bored. I don't know when I'm gonna go back again playing this. Maybe, or maybe if the game becomes a PvE, because that's the only things that I've been waiting. I don't like PvP. I am not a competitive players or gamers. I just love to play a PvE that a helping each others, trying to help each others here and there. So the only game that I like is only PvE. If they release a related to a PvE, I'm gonna maybe gonna go back playing this one, but I don't know when. Maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years. I don't know. At that year, maybe the game's already becomes a nothing anymore. So yeah, that's all I could say about this game, and that's all I could say to you all. I'm gonna stop playing the game. I don't know when I'm gonna go back. I will not make a promise, and I will not also say that I will also stop playing the game because, as I said, I love really this game. I really love this game the most. It's really hard for me to release it and say that I'm not gonna play it again, but as I said, I will play, but I don't know. The only thing I want to say is that I will be waiting permanent updates, and that permanent is related to a PvE or a permanent one where we can play each other, player and a player, helping each other, just like the creator. So, anyways, that's all for now. Maybe see you into the next year. And by the way, I also play other games like Westland Survival. Maybe I'm gonna play Grim Soul, but for now, Westland Survival for now. By the way, so as of now, I already started playing that. So that's all I could say about this game. Hopefully, you guys, those new players, do not stop playing. And my advice for you: don't try to complete everything. Do it slowly. Do not rush the game because once you reach at the end of the game, it becomes boring. Same as me. Now it's really hard for me to play it, and it's really hard to go back to play again. And I need to wait another year just for that, for a new update, just to make me play it again. Or do not rush everything in this game if you are new players. If you want to get those burglars, extra pockets, or one of those special skills, you can get them once you reach max. So you don't need to worry about that. You need to do it slowly but surely. That's all I could say to those new players. So that's all for now. I said a lot of words here, but there's a lot of opinions that I want to say more. But for now, this is it. See you into the next one, and see you into the next game. See you.